Hey everyone, I'm Pinhas Herman, and first, I want to welcome you to my copywriting introduction and thank you for your interest in it. I'm really excited to share with you all the tips and tricks I've learned over the past 10 years to create high-converting copy. I know you all come from very different backgrounds, but whether you're an entrepreneur or an aspiring copywriter, you're going to get something really valuable from this lesson, and that is, the ability to write copy that sells. If you're an entrepreneur, you'll be able to write better copy, improve your conversion rates, and make a lot of money. If you're a freelance writer already and you want to get into copywriting, you'll find that once you master this skill, you can start charging much more than you probably are right now. So, to kick things off, let's talk a little bit about what copywriting is and isn't. For one thing, it's nothing like the type of writing you learned in school. In high school, you were taught grammar rules and how to formally write essays. That's especially true if you went to college, where writing assignments typically followed a really rigid format. If you want to be a successful copywriter, you need to throw all those things you learned in school out the window. The kind of writing that got you A's there, is the kind of writing that will make you a lousy copywriter. Writing in an academic setting is geared toward people with a high reading level. Yet that type of writing doesn't generate sales. Statistics show that 50% of adults can't read above an 8th grade reading level. On average, most Americans read at about a 7th or 8th grade level. What this means for you as a copywriter, is that rather than trying to craft a perfect sentence, you'll want to write the way people talk. The other important thing to note about copywriting is that it's not just about writing. Anyone can write. If you look on Upwork, there are thousands of people on there who call themselves writers. It's not just enough to be able to string together nouns and verbs and use them in a sentence. A copywriter has to be skilled at the art of persuasion. Basically, to be a salesperson, not only do you need to be able to write, but you also need to know a little something about human nature. Great copywriters understand their prospects' desires, motivations, and fears. That's why copywriting can be considered part art, part science. The good news is that this is stuff you can easily learn. To give you a better idea of what we're going to cover, I'll tell you about the 10 commandments of killer copy. We'll move on to customer personas. I'll tell you what those are, how to create them, and why personas will improve your copy. I'll teach you some NLP hacks that will help you do a better job of influencing your prospects. We'll move on to copywriting swipe files. Then, we'll move on to story branding. Once we've finished up with the story branding chapters, we'll move on to the crafting lead series. I'll tell you what the rule of one is and why it's super important in copywriting. We'll get into specifics. That's when I'll start talking about the different lead types. We'll start discussing sales letters. We'll start talking about some core concepts you'll need to know before writing copy for a webinar. I'll walk you through a really amazing webinar, slide by slide. Once we're finished up with webinars, we'll move on to emails. I'll tell you 10 best practices of email copywriting that'll improve the quality of your emails overall. I'll go over the 3 types of emails you want to include in your marketing mix: content emails, relationship emails, and promotional emails. I'll teach you how to write for Facebook and Google AdWords. Finally, we'll move on to our last major subject of the book: sales letters or VSLs. I'll show you a quick and easy structure you can use for a 90-second upsell. I'll teach you how to write a longer VSL, one that's about 5 minutes. We'll tackle the longest VSLs of them all, those that are 20 minutes or more. So, stay tuned on the next lessons. If you liked this video, please give me like and subscribe to my channel. In my channel I will bring more value for you.